Hey everyone! Today we're diving into something that's, way bigger than just a diagnosis. We're talking about how you can actively shape a really high-quality, fulfilling life with multiple sclerosis. It often comes down to avoiding a few common but totally fixable mistakes. So let's jump right in.
So let's start with this big question. What does living well with MS really mean? It's so easy to get laser-focused on just managing symptoms, right? But true well-being, that's a whole other level. And that's what we're here to talk about. Shifting your mindset from just passively treating MS to actively living your life.
And that really gets to the heart of it. While medicine is absolutely essential, no question about it, it's only one piece of the puzzle. Living fully with MS means embracing a new way of life. It's a holistic approach where you are the one in the driver's seat.
All right, so let's get into our first big idea. We've got to look beyond the prescription and really understand why medicine, as critical as it is, just isn't the whole story on its own. This really presents a clear choice. On one side, you have the common mistake, which is just relying on medication and nothing else. But the empowering path, that's embracing a holistic lifestyle. And look, the goal here isn't to replace your meds, not at all. It's to make them work better by supporting your entire body and mind.
So what does this holistic lifestyle actually look like? Well, you can think of it as standing on three main pillars. First, a balanced diet. We're talking foods rich in things like omega-3s and antioxidants, which is huge because MS is an inflammatory condition. Second, adapted physical activity, whatever works for you, to keep up your flexibility and strength. And third, active stress management, stuff like meditation or even just deep breathing. Together, these things build a powerful foundation that helps your medical treatment do its job even better.
Okay, next up, and this one is a game changer, learning to listen to your body. Being able to recognize those early signs of a change or a flare-up, that's basically a superpower when you're managing MS. And here again, you've got two different approaches. The common mistake is to kind of brush off those subtle early signs. Oh, it's probably nothing. But the empowering path is proactive awareness, really tuning in and taking those signals seriously. That simple shift from ignoring to acknowledging can make all the difference in the world.
So what should you be on the lookout for? Well, it could be anything from vision issues like blurriness to that deep, profound fatigue that sleep just doesn't seem to touch. Or maybe new trouble with your balance. And here's a fantastic tip. Keep a simple daily log. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just jotting down how you feel helps you and your doctors spot patterns. That information is just incredibly valuable.
All right, let's talk about the third common mistake, and it's a big one. Trying to go it alone. MS isn't just physical. It takes a mental and emotional toll. And trust me, navigating that is not a solo mission. Connection is actually a critical part of your treatment plan.
It's so easy to retreat into social isolation, which can actually make you feel worse. The empowering path, though, is to consciously and intentionally build your support system. And please, don't think of it as a sign of weakness. It's a strategic, powerful move for your overall health.
So, who's on this support team? It really rests on four main pillars. You've got your family, the people you can be open and honest with. You've got your social connections, your friends, that keep you engaged with the world. Then there are peer support groups, connecting with people who just get it. And of course, your medical team. Open communication with them is absolutely vital. Each one of these pillars is so important.
And now for our fourth and final point, that monster called fatigue. MS fatigue is on another level, we know that. But it doesn't have to run your life. The key is to start thinking of it as something you can strategically manage, not just something you have to put up with.
This is all about shifting from being reactive, where you're just constantly burned out, to being proactive and in control. The common mistake is that boom and bust cycle, right? You push way too hard on a good day, and then you crash for the next three. The empowering path is to actually learn the skill of strategic energy management.
So how do you do that? It's a pretty simple three-step process. First, track your energy. Just like you track your symptoms, you'll start to see your own personal patterns. Second, plan your activities. Schedule the stuff that takes the most energy for when you're typically at your best. And third, and this one is so crucial, you have to learn to set boundaries. Saying no is not selfish. It's smart energy conservation.
It's how you break that boom and bust cycle.
So we've walked through the common mistakes and, more importantly, how to steer clear of them. Now let's shift gears from the how-to to the what's possible. Let's look at some real, tangible proof that these strategies really do work and open up the door to a much fuller life.
This quote just captures the spirit of it all perfectly. It's not just about coping. It's about finding new meaning and a new way to actually thrive. And believe me, there are amazing, real-world examples of people doing exactly that.
I mean, take Rudy, who built a successful career by embracing flexible work, or Yossi, who ran an adapted marathon just 3 years after he was diagnosed, and Michal, who discovered a whole new purpose by opening an art therapy studio to help others with MS. These stories just go to show that a full, vibrant, meaningful life isn't just possible. It is happening, right now, in all sorts of different ways.
So, let's bring this all home and pack it into your personal action toolkit. You can work on creating a stable daily routine, you can adapt your environment at home and at work to better suit your needs, and you can develop your own set of personal coping tools, like relaxation techniques. Think of these as the building blocks for your own independence and well-being.
And we'll end on this question, just for you. After hearing all of this, what's one small change you can make starting today for a better tomorrow? Because that's really where it all begins. It's not about some giant, overwhelming leap. It's about taking that first, small, empowered step. Thanks so much for tuning in.